Morning Village. So we've been hard at work. We finally put the finishing touches on the new room. So if kids who come into foster care end up placed with us, we will have a new room that's all ready. So I'm going to show you kind of the transformation of finally getting everything decorated. I'll put a link where we put the bunk beds together, but this was really just putting those finishing touches, getting the bedding set up, getting decorations, like, you know, getting all of that. And John did an awesome job putting the desk together. We did end up putting a desk in there. We decided to do like a floating desk, one that hangs on the wall, which is a really cool thing. So we'll show you that and do like a thorough room tour. In the meantime, today we are voting, which is, so John and I are gonna go do early voting. It's the Friday before election day, so we are kind of on the last, few days of the early voting. But Darcy, in spirit, is wearing her future voter shirt. She got at Target. And she got her braids. Really, really important. We're also going to be reading to her over the next few days the Dr. Seuss book about voting. Also, at their school, it is Halloween parade day. So we have her ghost spider and we have Sawyer's Dino Sawyer. So if you want to see that, I'll link the video where we tried on all of these awesome Halloween costumes from HalloweenCostumes.com.
Yes, and Sawyer's Instagram videos. Here we go.
Sawyer is representing 2020 really well with his meltdown.
Yeah, so we have meltdowns.
We still love him.
We still love him, but we're trying to let him work through some of his unnecessary tantrums. Look at that. That's just silly. You're silly, Sawyer. So I'm gonna go get some coffee at Starbucks and maybe not. I need coffee. I'm gonna get coffee. And then we're gonna go vote. right, so now I'm just going to call out a few choices that we made for this room and why. So I'll start over here at the nightstand. We wanted to get something that would be really practical and useful for a teen. So we got a lamp that had a USB charger. There's actually 2 ports here that are going to be really handy because kids always want to have their phone charged, and usually it has to be pretty close to their bed where they're sleeping. So went ahead and got that. We picked decor for this room that, yes, we have some decorations that like boy might think are like extra, but overall these choices were pretty gender neutral. So if we had a teen boy, this bedding would still work. We may reconsider the flower pillow. Pretty much everything would still work. So this bedding is gender neutral. We've talked about this before, but we did specifically order this bunk bed set because this is a twin over a full, which means that we could just lift off this twin and it would just be a full. So if we had a teenager who really didn't want to have the bunk on top, we could just pop that right off. Or if they wanted more space and they wanted the twin instead of the full size, we could do that as well, just to save some space. Also, there is lots of space underneath that we could put storage totes. We have a nice mirror right next to the closet, which this is the closet. Ideally, we would have wanted more space, but this is really just something we are working with what we have, so we utilize the space pretty solidly. I'll put some links for some of these Amazon purchases because I really, really like this set. Since there's only this much space to hang, we also have a separate hanging, kind of like a clothesline type of thing that we would be able to have for the child if they had more clothes that needed to be hung up. There are 3 drawers here, and then we added this as well. These are really deep drawers, so socks, tank tops, maybe even shoes, or maybe shoes would go under the bed. This piece was actually up here from the kids dress up corner, because this used to be Darcy's little like dress up area, and I went ahead and I kept it there because I thought, you know, there's a little bit of space here, and if someone had hats or scarves or anything like that, they could hang it on this side as well. Because there's not a lot of closet space, we went ahead and got a 6 drawer dresser. This is an amazing dresser we found on Amazon. Great quality. Very minimalistic decorations just to pull in that navy. I love practical things, so both of these canisters open up. We'll probably put snacks in there if we were expecting a child to come. We always love to have a little bit of greenery in each room, so this cute little succulent display was there. This is one of the decorative plates just to tie in that color and make it a little, you know, nicer. So this TV was up here because this was, you know, the play area, so we would let the kids watch movies. We decided to keep it up in this room just because it might come in handy. We don't love the idea of having a TV in a kid's room. It would be a conversation of like what would be appropriate and what would be monitored. This is something that I love that saves space. So I'm a fan of command strips, the picture ones that have this Velcro. And I put it on just about everything, and I decided to keep these remote controls up and off like the desk by putting them up there, so now they don't get lost, and just a really clean way to keep things together. Our current foster daughter, Miss A, went ahead and brought in some of her books that she wanted to give to whoever comes in here next, but this is a wall basket from Target that we really like. This is another shelf up here that was already there, and we thought we would just keep it up. We do love to have empty picture frames ready for the kid when they come, in case they wanted to display pictures of their family. Or if it's a younger kid, you could have them draw a picture and put that in there as well, just to make the space their own. Here's a cute little ottoman that we got at a garage sale that just matched so perfectly. And this is something that we were really excited about. So if you've been watching our videos lately, as we were deciding what to do with this room, we knew that the bunk beds were going to take up a lot of space, and we wanted to have a desk, but we didn't want it to take up like the little bit of room that there is. But then I did some searching, and I think somebody had suggested or pointed me in the direction of a hanging desk, and this was just a perfect solution. This is actually a folding chair. We'll probably get a nicer one down the road. We can fold it and put it behind the door, but it's just like a much lower profile because now, you know, there's real estate on the floor that is still available. And again, we decorate very minimalistically for kids when they come in. So I just got this to pull in the blue. Always leave a blank notebook for them to write down any thoughts they're having because they might not want to open up right away to you. And we have a little Echo Dot that we like to keep in. I know kids use their phone primarily, but just something good to have that they could set their alarms, they could ask questions, they could play some music. And of course this canvas set, I absolutely love that this came together. So if you take a look as a whole, we decorate, but we try to keep it super minimalistic and leave a lot of space for the kid to move in, feel at home, put their own touch on it. So really there's not a whole lot of like quantity of decorations. It's just pretty strategic.